I'd say one of the greatest football players to ever play the game is the one and only Jim Brown.
Yeah, every sport has its share of legendary athletes, right? But there's also that higher tier for the elite few who stand even above the rest. And I would definitely put Jim Brown in that stratosphere.
Look, and he's somebody whose presence alone just commands respect. I know when GSL host Reggie Jackson met with him back in 1989, Jim looked like he could still play. At college, Jim started Syracuse as a fullback. In the NFL draft, he was selected 6th overall by the Cleveland Browns. The Browns coach, Paul Brown, knew exactly how to use Jim. In his rookie year, Jim led the NFL in rushing and set the single-game rushing record by a rookie with 237 yards in one game.
Paul was perfect for me because he believed in me, and he liked to play somewhat conservatively, and his plays would be innovative plays, but they would be around me, and he knew I didn't fumble too often. And if we control the ball, then the other team wasn't going to get the ball. So he really believed that with me, he could control the ball. And football is really the running game on offense. It's going to be a very controversial statement. But the running game is the true controller of a football game because it means that you are physically beating up the other team.
How do you feel about that, Murph? You think that's a controversial take?
Well, the rules of football obviously have changed so much in favor of the quarterback and the passing game. I don't think it's as necessary to have a dominant running game to win, but having an effective running game certainly comes in handy when you're trying to run out the clock in situations like that. So I think most winning teams today still have a good to great running game.
You know what? I want to add something to that because that's absolutely true. The other thing that's different than the Jim Brown era is the fact that you don't really have like a single dominant running back spearheading your attack, right? Today, the running back position is really running back by committee.
Yeah, and that's why when it comes to the NFL draft, right, it's a bigger risk taking a running back at like 6th overall like Jim Brown was, since the committee approach seems to be nowadays just as effective.
True, but there are still exceptions, right? Saquon Barkley of the Giants was taken 2nd overall. Ezekiel Elliott of the Cowboys was actually taken 4th overall. And I don't think either team had buyer's remorse.
Yeah, I mean, they both proved to be really good players, even though their shelf life might not be as long as other positions. But it comes down to the front office, right, of each team and how they value each position because every team is different.
That is true.